Good evening, everyone. Today is Wednesday, January 27th. It's 6:45 p.m. and it is 74 degrees outside. Right now, if you watch my videos regularly, then you know that this is a shot of downtown Hilo from across the bay. I'm basically looking at downtown from Coconut Island, which is it's just on the, I want to say on the west side of Hilo Bay. Um, so there's a nice grainy shot for you. Just finished going for a swim. You can probably hear that. The wind is pretty. What's the word? Like it's pretty windy out. It's pretty windy out tonight. Yeah, it's like really windy out. I I almost didn't. I almost didn't. I almost didn't go swimming. It was so windy by the time I got here. Towards the end of the last video, that I was afraid to jump in the water. It was like I knew it was going to be a little bit colder than I expected, but or I thought it was going to be colder than I expected, but it actually wasn't. There's the moon just behind that cloud, just on the upper right, and you see where those lights are. That's like it's like a, not exactly a pillar, but like something like that, where people like to jump off into the water. There's like a whole family there right now, just chilling. I don't know if they're visiting or what, but yeah, it's 74 degrees. Really comfortable night out. It looks like I don't think I've ever seen these lights up. Just to the left of a hotel. Let me see if I can get a good shot of that. I've never seen those lights on. I actually have not had a chance to walk over there. But yeah. Thankfully, it hasn't started pouring again. You see this one star in the sky? This is one of those weird stars that, let's see if the camera catches it. Nope, the camera can't catch it. Oh wait, a little bit. It's one of those weird stars that like basically looks like it's changing color, like blue, red, green, yellow. Blue, red, green, white. Blue, red, green, white. Like, it's very hard to see in this camera. Hopefully, hopefully within a year I'll have a good camera. Oh, there we go. The moon's just now coming out. It reflects really well onto the water when the moon is out. But when the moon is not out, it's not exactly pitch black, but it's like the deepest midnight blue. If there's no clouds, then you just see the deepest midnight blue in the sky, and then the deepest midnight blue on the water, which is actually quite nice. And oh my gosh. Hi, how's it? Was someone gonna jump off? Was someone gonna jump?
No, no. Not yet, not today. We're waiting tomorrow.
Yeah, right. um, so I noticed there's a number of like skateboarders and bikers out here, and a lot of times they'll have their own personal speakers. Which is not bad. But yeah, it's Wednesday night. It pretty much rained all day. It's forecasted to rain all week. And basically went to like a local, I go to Coconut Beach because it's local. I mean Coconut Island because it's local. I can, since I don't have like a car or anything, it takes me about a half an hour to walk here. I think today, like I kind of dilly-dallied because I was getting footage for everyone, but in the footage from earlier today, you saw that the water right by Hilo Bay was like just really dank, like really brown, and like it definitely wasn't good for swimming in. And so coming out here is basically like the closest beach I can make it to where the water is not quite so like murky and like like filled with bacteria and stuff. So so I come out here. It's pretty common for people to come out here to go fishing and like to picnic and like have barbecues and stuff. There's people fishing. They've got their own personal lighting. These trees' roots are a little bit crazy. I've never seen roots like grow like this all the way out of the ground. Like I'll just get one more shot before I head out. But yeah, like I personally it's just such a quiet city. This is really really one of the most like kind of calm cities that I've lived in. And I just came from Cartersville, Georgia, which had a population of 23,000, and that was also like a fairly chill, a fairly quiet city, a fairly quiet town, but not quite as chill as Hilo. I can kind of just see some of the traffic in the distance. Whenever I was fishing, whenever I was swimming, someone actually, someone was right near where I decided to, where I usually go to jump in. Someone was there, with his kids, and he was fishing, and he caught quite a big fish. So that's something that mentally I have to sort of adjust to here. Just that in these waters in particular is swimming. I'm not sure what that building is. I know I'm familiar with here. I'm familiar with downtown, but it's like a little building off to the side I'm not familiar with. But yeah, in these waters in particular, something that I have to get used to is swimming with like swimming with animals that are like a little bit big. And so, I mean, I only say that because the visibility is kind of low. It's kind of low by Hilo Bay. Once you make it out to the beaches that are just south, of here, like Richardson Ocean Park and Onekahakaha Beach, and I don't know. There's a bunch of them. The water, the visibility inside the water becomes much better. It's like clear, clear blue. It's like clear blue and like green water. If I were to walk, so I came from all the way down there, right? And I walked all the way around until I got here, which is I don't know, maybe like a mile and a half or something like that, or 2 miles, or I'm not sure, but it takes about a half an hour walk. If I were to continue walking in that direction for maybe another 30 minutes, all the water would be like just like a very like kind of like blue, very like clear, like blue and like green, and it'd be a lot easier to see what's going on in the water. It'd be a lot easier to see what's going on in the water, rain or shine, just because there's less debris. Because the water that is just maybe another like mile and a half from here, it's not really impacted by it's not really the debris from the rivers that run down from the volcanoes, from the mountains, doesn't really impact that water. Like it doesn't really make it out to that water the way that it makes it right into the bay right here. And so, like if there are large animals swimming with you, at beaches just a little bit further out, or just a little bit farther out, you can at least see the animals. You can at least see like what's bumping into you or what's. And so here, when I'm swimming, most of the time, I feel like I can feel like fish like slither like past my legs, like across my legs and stuff, and like through my legs. Sometimes like they'll go up my swim trunks. They'll go like straight through, because there's like some space or whatever. And that is not it's not the most pleasant feeling. And so most of the time I just wish I had better visibility here, but it's still a great place just to go chill and relax. And it looks like what I just saw was some tourists. The people that I just spoke to with the kids that were like jumping in the water and stuff, it looked like it was a group of maybe Muslim tourists. So I guess that's good. In terms of in terms of there being a sign of like recovery from everything, I actually saw some tourists just the last time I was here too, from like a church group, all young kids actually, which is pretty cool. So I guess maybe that's a good sign, seeing like at least some tourists on the Big Island, just here and there, I know we still have a long ways to go in terms of getting everything back on track. So a big part of me definitely wonders like what things will look like here on this island when everything is completely up in full swing. Like I hear that like cruise ships come by here. Obviously these hotels that are near here would normally be full. Even Airbnbs and stuff. But right now there's not much of anything really going on. Okay. I couldn't talk just there because I had to watch my step. It's a little bit dark, as you can tell, and because it rained so much over the past few days, there's some pretty deep puddles. My sneakers are actually soaked at the moment. I'm probably gonna have to throw them in the dryer. They're soaked for what, maybe the second or third day in a row. I think the third day in a row. They got soaked before, and then I dried them in the dryer, and then they just got soaked again. I'll probably have to get some rain boots being out here. For anyone who hasn't seen any of my previous videos, these are apartments right in front of me, and just to the back of the apartments is a hotel. Just to the left, I should say. Most of the hotel's being blocked by trees, but you can still see some of it. It's like a you should be here. You should be able to hear the frogs chirping. For anyone who's just tuning in, those are frogs from Puerto Rico. I remember we used to learn about them in probably like junior high school. They're called coquis. Because coqui is like the what is it called? What's it called when you have words for sounds? You know, like boom, bang. I forget what those are called. But basically, coqui is like the sound that supposed to be like the sound that they make. And yeah, I mean, they're everywhere. They're so they're an invasive species here. They arrived in like a shipment of bananas or something from Puerto Rico many years ago, maybe like in the 70s or something. And I mean, they're pretty much everywhere now. So they're definitely a part of the nighttime ambiance. Oh shoot. There's someone with some crazy roller skates. Oh. Yeah, they're like light up roller skates or something. Really nice out.